Hey folks, how we doing? Mr. Carter here, ready to help you with Fluency and Skills Practice Lesson 9. This one's about number patterns. All right, so go ahead and put your name on this if you haven't yet, and let's begin. All right, so we are starting with the number 4, as you can see here, number 4, and then we're using the rule add 4. And we're going to write the next 4 numbers in the pattern. So I'm going to do some work on a slate board to show you how to do that. So I'm going to start with the number 4, because that's what we're doing. And I'm going to put my rule here in brown. So I'm just going to go 4 plus 4. Well, the answer there, as you know, is 8. Okay, so that's the next number in our pattern. I'll write that here on our homework. So again, I'm going to take 8. Oops, let me just put it back in focus. There we go. All right, so 8, and again, we got to add 4 because that's our rule. So 8 plus 4, as you know, is 12 here in red. So again, I'm going to put that here. And then I'm going to take 12, add 4 to 12. And that, of course, is 16. Put that here. All right, and then add 4 again, one more time. And 16 plus 4 is 20. All right, so that does it for number 1. So again, we were just adding 4 every time and seeing that pattern. All right, if we look at number 2, this time we're starting with the number 80, and we're using the rule subtract 3. So I'm going to start here with the number 80, and again, I'm going to use brown for my rule, and I'm going to subtract 3. So 80 take away 3 is 77. And if I take, let me put it on our paper here, 77. So again, I'm just counting backwards by 3. So 77 take away 3 more is 74. 74 take away 3 more is 71. And I'm forgetting to write my numbers up here. So we had 74 and then 71. So we're just going to go one more time. 71 take away 3 is 68. All right. Let's plug that in here. Okay, I'll do one more with you, and then I'll have you do the rest on your own, see how you do with that. All right, so this time we're starting with the number 3, and we're using the rules multiply by 2 for the next 4 numbers. So again, the rule is multiply by 2. So 3 times 2 is 6. So we're basically doubling every time. So 6 times 2 is 12. If we take 12 and multiply by 2 or double it, we get 24. And lastly, if we take 24, multiplied by 2, we will get 48. All right, so go ahead. Pause the video, work on the other ones. And again, divide by 2 is the rule here. This one you're starting with 12 and then you're adding 12. So again, follow the patterns and see how you do with that. All right. All right, folks, welcome back. So we left off on number 4, which you were starting with the number 32 and divided by 2. So basically, you were cutting the number in half every time. So just kind of showed you here, 32 divided by 2, well, that's 16. 16, if you cut that in half, you get 8. 8 divided by 2, again, cutting that 8 in half, you get 4. 4, cutting that in half, you get 2. So your answers there were 16, 8, 4, and 2. If you look at here, number 5, they're asking you to start with 12 and using the add 12. So again, 12 plus 12 is 24. 24 plus 12, 36. 36 plus 12 is 48. 48 plus 12 is 60. I'm noticing here that these are all actually multiples of 12 because we're counting by 12s every time. We're starting with 12 and we're counting by 12s every time. So 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, those are all multiples of 12. Anyway, just an observation I made. So again, here, 24, 36, 48, 60. Start with the number 5 and multiply by 2. So again, we're basically doubling it every time. So 5 times 2 is 10. 10 times 2 is 20. 20 times 2 is 40. 40, again, doubling 40. 40 times 2 is 80. So again, 5, 10, 20, 40, 80. And we talked about a pattern in number 5, and I noticed, and I talked about it earlier, that they're all multiples of 12. We were counting by 12s. Another pattern you may have noticed is that they're all even numbers. So like 12 is even, 24, 36, 48, 60. These are all even numbers. So number 8, they were asking you to start with the number 10 and name a rule. So this is where you kind of get to be creative, come up with any rule you want. I just did a very simple rule of just adding 10 every time. So again, it's basically multiples of 10. So 10 plus 10 is 20, 20 plus 10 is 30, and then counting by 10s and so on. So again, adding 10 every time. You can come up with something a little more creative than I did, but anyway, that's just an example of a pattern there using the number 10. All right, well, hope this was helpful, and reach out to your teacher if you need help. Thanks.